Ready to pack smarter and not harder? Well, today we are talking about 20 cruise essential items that most cruisers forget and most first-time cruisers don't know to bring. Let's make sure you don't leave anything behind. First items is the feminine hygiene products. That unwanted visitor want to visit, you want to make sure you are well prepared. Once we're at the port, those shops are going to be closed. And when they reopen, it's not going to be the ones that you want to wear, and it's not going to be the price you're going to want to pay. So just go ahead and make sure you pack it with you. Next item is the Aloe Gel. Now, I know that you know that we all need sunscreen, but there are some people that don't know that we need to also pack Aloe Gel or sunburn screen. Have you ever had that itchy feeling after being in the sun and it's just uncomfortable, or that stinging feeling? That's sunburn. So you want to make sure that you have Aloe Gel. That will help cool the skin. Placing it in your mini fridge in your cabin will also give it a nice cool feeling. So it would help with the discomfort, because that sunburn is nothing to play with. The next items that most cruisers forget is floss. Not just any kind of floss, but the ones with the pick on the end, because the food that they serve, the steak, the corn, all of that, it's going to be in your teeth. So you want to make sure you bring floss, because one thing that you're not going to find is toothpicks. Bring your floss, pick it out so you're not the whole entire time, okay? Now, this next item is the lip balm. Not just any lip balm. I'm talking about SPF. Have you ever had sunburn on your lips? I don't think you want to feel that. So bring the SPF. Keep the cute little lip gloss and all the other stuff at home. Make sure you bring the ones that's really going to protect you, especially if you're going out into the Caribbean. This was a lesson I had to learn only one time. I will never forget my SPF, okay? The next item on the list is AntiChafing Cream. If you have those excursions where you plan on doing a lot of walking, hiking, bicycling, any of those type of activities that's going to cause a lot of friction, especially if you're wet. So you bring that along so that there's no discomfort. Now, the next item that most cruisers forget are medication. I'm talking about medication for stomach. Being on a ship, you're going to be exposed to a lot of different foods you're not used to eating. And, we want to try it. I love food and I want to try all foods, but not all foods is going to sit right in our stomachs. So you want to make sure you bring your Tums. I know it's not just me. The last cruise I've been on, the party I was with, a couple of us was feeling a little bit discomfort. And, thank God we had some Tums to help us. But bring some of that stuff, just in case. The next item is a sweater. If you are like me and you are always cold, bring yourself a sweater. The main dining room is cold. The deck at night is cold. Even if you're going to the Caribbean, it does have those moments. It's going to be cold. I learned my lesson the first time. I had packed nothing but my cute cruise tropical outfits, and I had to walk around with my arms crossed because I was just always cold, especially coming from the pools. So bring yourself a sweater. Even if your kids get cold, bring a light sweater as well, just to be comfortable. The next items most cruisers forget are water shoes. There are excursions that are going to require you to have water shoes, because there's areas that you are going to experience discomfort while walking, as well as the beach. So there's rocky beaches out there. You want to make sure you're not walking or stepping on anything that's going to cause discomfort. So bring yourself some water shoes. If you're liking this video so far, then let me know by subscribing if you haven't so far, and liking this video for more packing tips and tricks and reviews. The next item is a sun hat. Bring yourself a sun hat to protect your scalp, protect your face. I don't have any hair, so I need to protect my scalp, as well as sunglasses. You want to make sure you protect yourself. It is really hot. The deck is really hot. So bring those items to make sure you are protected. The next item on the list are reading glasses, as well as seeing eye glasses. Make sure you bring a backup just in case you lose them. You don't want to walk around and you're not able to see. That wouldn't be fun. The next item is formal wear. I, for one, always pack my formal wear first, because I don't want to forget it. I don't know where else I'll be able to find another formal wear to replace that. So make sure you bring your formal wear. The next items are geared more towards kids and family essentials, and that is goggles. Bring your children some goggles. My kids love to swim, and they love to swim underwater with their eyes open. Now, as much as I tell them, close your eyes, they still love to try to, keep their eyes open. I did it when I was little, and I just remember the blurriness and the fogginess that I experienced with my eyes, and it's red. I'm not a huge fan of putting eye drops in my kids' eyes, especially with the recalls they're always having. So I purchased goggles for them to protect their eyes. Definitely check that out. You'll thank me later. The next items are beach toys. Bring the beach toys so the children can enjoy themselves on the sand, so you don't have to worry about purchasing anything. You just bring your own, rinse it off, and you're good to go. The next item on the list is baby powder. Now, baby powder is great to use to remove sand off of your skin. If you have a beach day and you want to walk around afterwards and it's hard to take that sand off your skin, sprinkle baby powder on the skin and that sand would just fall right off. Get yourself a little mini one. You don't need that much. The only thing is you're just going to be walking around ashy white, but you put a little moisturization afterwards. And the next item is snacks. Bring your snacks. Now, the ships do offer, fruits and snacks and, little goodies for you to eat. But there's something about having that one snack that is going to satisfy your cravings. Well, bring that with you. Make sure it is packaged and not in a container or open or anything, because they won't let you on the ship with it. But bring that snack so when you have that craving hitting you, you got that one good snack waiting for you back in that cabin. And the next item are your travel straws. I forgot my travel straw in the last cruise that I had, and that wasn't fun. I'm not going to forget that again. Lesson learned. But it's that paper straw and it melts. Like, just something about that melting in my drink it doesn't sit right with me. So bring your own travel straw. It has ones that come with clips. You can attach it to your items and it rolls up small so it's just not in the way. And then when you open it up, it extends. It even has a brush. So just make sure you remove the brush before you use it. But it is so much better than those paper straws. I put a link below for my favorite straws that I have. So check it out if you're interested. The next item is a dry erase board. Now, if you are like me and you're the type that likes to plan everything, you like to write everything out just so that you can see it quickly, then bring yourself a dry erase board. I didn't bring a dry erase board, and I actually forgot a show that I wanted to see. Now, how did that happen? I don't know. It's because I didn't have the board. But bring yourself a dry erase board. They're good if you need to send a message to your steward, if you need to send a message to anybody else in your cabin. If you are the type that just don't want to use your phone to look up itineraries or use the paper, just bring yourself a dry erase board. I learned my lesson the last time. It's not going to happen again. Now, the next item is geared towards my folks that have the long hair, the locks, the braids, the type of hair that takes a while to dry. Get yourself the microfiber towels. You can get yourself the small ones, even the utility ones, to dry your hair, because the cruise ship towels are just not enough to dry your hair. I normally use it on my daughter. She has the long braids, so it takes a while for it to dry. I would just take the microfiber towels and dry her hair, and it works like magic. So go ahead and grab you some. I have it down in the link below. Check it out. Now, comment down below if there's any items that I may have missed that you have forgotten before, and let's talk about it. And thank you so much for rocking with me. I hope to see you in the next video. Happy cruising.